Directly behind me, I have a bunch of really cool tools from Ryobi, and they all run off of this. But not only are they cool, they're small, they're portable, and affordable. And I guarantee you, you're gonna love at least one of these tools that I'm gonna show you today. So let's get started. So this is a Ryobi, not Ryobi, 4-volt battery. Just comparing this to the size of my face, you can see that it's very small. But the cool thing about this battery is that it runs a ton of freaking tools. Now, the first one I'm gonna show you is a really cool one. A lot of people love this thing, including myself. This is called the Ryobi Power Cutter. You can see it comes in a kit. Up on the front, it comes with a really sharp blade, but the best thing about it is they're all replaceable. That's right, you can buy extras if you need them, but they last for a long time. So this is how it's powered. I'm gonna take the battery like so, and I'm gonna stick it in right there. All I'm gonna do is take my cap, I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna twist it. Now up on the top of this tool, you're gonna have a button that you have to sort of push forward and down. On the underneath, you're gonna have a safety button that you're gonna push with your palm. And when I do both at the same time, watch what happens. You can see there's a circular blade that's spinning. But what does it do? Well, check this out. This is one of the tools that I'm gonna open up here in a bit to show you, but that just happened, my friends. Now, I actually have a full video on this, and in that video, I had a lot of comments saying, well, why don't you just use your blade, your utility knife? Because this does way much more than, I don't think that makes sense. This does more than that. You can use this to cut plastic, cardboard, carpet, leather, even rubber with this. Next one up, number 2. I really can't wait to try this. So this one is called the Ryobi, not Ryobi Power Cleaner. And remember, everything I'm showing you in today's video will run off of that same 4-volt battery. So you already probably have an idea of what this thing does. Now up on the top, you have a couple different buttons. You have a power, you have a battery life indicator, and you have your speed adjustment. Hit the power button, turns it on, adjust your speed. Check that out. Well, that's definitely real nice. Now, what I think I'm really gonna like about this one is, well, you can use different attachments. They just go in. Already comes with one. You can buy more if you need more. But this is gonna be great for those tough to reach, nasty, dirty, tight areas in your car, your nooks, your crannies to clean those things out with. The thing is super small, super compact. It feels really good in the hands, and you even got like little palm grip up on top. So anybody in the car detailing or just cleaning up themselves, I think you're really gonna like this. I think I am. Next up, I have not 1, not 2, but 3 different lights. Now I use this one all the time. Again, runs off of the same battery, goes up on the side like so. You put it in, tighten that down. So this one is adjustable. You can move it up, down, all that good stuff. You got 3 different brightness settings, 1, 2, 3, and then off. But not only will it stand on its own like this, you can see it has 2 magnets on the back right here, and well, yeah, that's real nice like. Now this one here is also real nice like. This is a pivoting laser flashlight. Now you can see up on the top, pivots, and it'll lock into place. You can hear it. Now you can attach this to yourself on your belt, your pocket, or just like the last one, has some powerful magnets on the back and just, yeah. Now that sweet luminous, you can go from 625 on high to 25 on medium and 75 on low. But that's not even the coolest part about this light. The power button, if I push it in, it'll turn the light on. But if I hold it in, check this out. That's a laser. So you can use this for whatever you want. I guess if you had a cat you wanted to play with, this would come in very handy indeed. And yes, you can use the light and the laser at the same time. To shut the laser off, you simply push in and hold the power button again, and it'll go off. You trying to tell me that ain't real nice like? And the third light that I have right here is called an inspection light. These are really good when it comes to like looking at flaws in paint and things like that. There's a CRI index on here. It goes up to 90+. Dust, water resistant. So they're claiming 35 hours of runtime on this, and I'm assuming that is on low. Before I show you this, let me point one other thing out. Every one of these kits, not only will you get the tool, you're gonna get that battery inside, you're gonna get a USB to C. Now the reason why they give you one of these is you don't need a special charger. You can take your C port, plug it right in the front face of that battery. See that right there? And then just attach this part to your charging brick. The light up on top will indicate the charging. And now, again, you don't need a special charger. You can just charge these independently. Don't forget that. That's gonna be important. Let me get back to the light real quick. Now, you can see that it'll pivot up, down like that, up like that. It doesn't rotate around. Kind of a bummer, but just like the other ones, you got the magnets on the back. So if you are in the auto body or the mechanic shop or whatever, and you need to attach this to your hood or your side panel, well, there you go. And the same function when I hit the power button, high, low, medium, off. But again, not only is this cool because, well, it's a light, when it comes to paint, you're really gonna pick out that fine detail work. If there's any scratches you might not be able to see with your human eyeball, well, this will help pick it up way better. Now, do you remember I was telling you about charging these batteries up with the cord by themselves if you wanted to? Well, if you don't want to deal with taking the time to charge each one of these up, Ryobi, not Ryobi, just came out with the new 3-bank battery charger. Now, what's cool about this, it'll hold 3 of these. The only issue is it doesn't charge up all of the batteries at the same time. It's just one at a time. Would have liked to have seen all 3, but hey, it's better than plugging each one of these in individually. And they claim this is 80% faster than doing it this way. You can also hang this up on a wall if you wanted to. And if you're thinking about getting into this platform, I would definitely recommend this just because it's going to make your life a lot easier. So if you thought a lot of that stuff was cool, wait until you see what else I have to show you. Yeah, I know it's cold outside, but when it gets warm out, you're going to thank me for this. Yeah, that's a miniature fan that runs off the same battery. And believe me, this has gotten a lot of use from me out on the ball field when the kids are outside playing, or maybe I'm just trying to get my man tan on. I clip this right up on my chair or the rail that I'm sitting next to. Get subscribed. Hit the bell notification. But believe it or not, this thing actually puts out some air. You could rotate this all the way around if you want. Up and down, up and down, up and down. On the side of it, just like all the others, that's where your battery is going to go. So we'll take this, throw that in like so, put the lid on. On the back, you got a power button. Push it. Woo. Got a couple different speeds. When I say a couple, I mean exactly 2. You have the high, you got the medium, or low, and the off. And just like the other tools, you'll have a green indicator light saying that you're good to go, or it'll switch red when your battery's starting to die. Now this next one up might not be for everybody, but I guarantee there's going to be a few people out here that absolutely love this. Well, I'm sure burning ants has never been so fun. So this is 3 times Magnification. That's a battery operated magnifying kit with lights up on the front. Now just an FYI, it will come with this black carrying satchel. So I'm guessing the sun doesn't automatically go down through and, I don't know, burn everything to the ground, and it's probably scratch resistant so you don't drop something or scratch that up. But say maybe you're somebody that likes to work on model cars or ships or trucks or I don't know. Well, check it out. That's what that looks like by itself, but if I hover that over, oh yeah. Now this thing might look a little bit bulkier, but I assure you it's really not. Just the handle, because that's where the battery goes. But it's actually super lightweight and super easy to use. I just think that's so cool. And I mean, how many other tool companies coming out with things like this? And if you're completely blind, well, that might help you out too. Now I have a couple more cool 4-volt tools to show you. But before I do, if you like this video, get subscribed, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on other really cool videos. If you could smash that like button, well, that'd be greatly appreciated too. Now the next one up, I don't have a lot of uses for it, but you might. This is the Ryobi 4-volt foam cutter. Now, maybe you use a lot of foam. I'm sure there are people out there that do. I'm just spitballing here, but a lot of people will use foam to pad their toolboxes and a million other things. And if you are somebody that's doing that or know somebody that's using foam on a daily basis, this is something they might really like. So this actually comes in a pretty cool hard case carrying kit. Now we'll open it up and I'll show you what comes inside. There's 1, there's 2. So you're going to get the tool on the top up there. You're going to get the battery right there. And you're going to get a couple of different accessories right here. Different tips for different folks. And then this one right here is your cutting tool. So of course your battery is going to go on the bottom here. It's super easy to change the tips on here. You can see there's some green lines. See that right there? Well, those will line up with the slots like so. And they'll actually clip in, and then to pull them off, you just pull them off, but they're not going to fall off on you. And of course, that cutting tip's going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to put it on, it snaps in. Not sure how well this picks up, but you can see it does come with the line already attached. Of course, that's the part that's going to heat up and cut the foamage, but I can't imagine it being that hard to replace. It's like a guitar. Oh, get subscribed, get subscribed, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, get subscribed, bell notification, smash that like. And of course up on top it'll tell you that you're on a low or a high setting simply by pushing the button right there, and then it pushes it off. Now it is telling me that my battery is running a little bit low with that red light. You can see right there. So that's a nice little indication telling you that, hey, listen, you either got to recharge or you got to put a new one in. And now that I changed out the battery, you can see it went back to green. But again, another really cool tool that you just don't see major tool companies coming out with. But it's not just cool niche stuff like this. I mean, this is a ratchet, 3/8 of an inch. And this right here is a 1/4 inch. And even though they might not be the most powerful out on the market, if you're looking for a couple compact portable ratchets that will do some light work, well, maybe this is for you. They even released a whole lineup of charging cables. This one here if you're using iPhone, iPad. And this one here if you're using an Android based. 18 watt max on the iPhones. But check this one out for the Androids, it's 60 watt max. And believe me, they have way more tools than just these 4 volts that I showed you today. I mean, there's a ton of them. But here's what you need to know that's important to you. This video right here, you definitely want to click on it. We still have about 5 days left, but one person is going to walk away with some of the exact tools that I'm showing you today.